Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Rizky Syafril, SHI MSI, ex lecturer in charge of the State Finance course. Previously introduced me to Angelina Savitri, and my colleagues is Anissa Delia Savitri, Alia Sepria Utami, and Alia Yusi Apriliani. Well, we from Group 2 will present about the material on the process of public financial supervision at the local government level. The first material that will be explained by Alia Yusi. To Alia Yusi, time is yours.
Thanks to the moderator, I will explain regarding about public financial supervision and regional financial supervisor institution. Local government, as an extension of central government, have a great responsibility in managing the regional revenue and expenditure efficiently and on target. Therefore, supervision of public finance at the regional level is an important element to ensure the achievement of regional development goals and prevent the occurrence of irregularities or misuse of public funds. The supervision process is not only carried out by internal government institutions such as the regional inspectorate, but also by external institutions such as the Financial Audit Agency, the Regional Local Representative Council, and even involves public participation and anti-corruption institutions such as the Corruption Eradication Commission. Through structure and comprehensive supervision, it is hoped the regional financial management can run according to the principle of good governance and answer to community demand for public accountability. The first, public financial supervision. Public financial supervision is a systematic process to ensure that state or regional financial management is carried out in a transparent, accountable, efficient manner and in accordance with applicable regulation. At the local government level, this supervision aims to ensure that public funds are used for the benefit of the community in accordance with the regional development plan. According to Mardiasmo, public financial supervision is part of the public accountability mechanism in the administration of governments, which aims to ensure that there are no irregularities in financial management. B. Regional Financial Supervisory Institution. Regional Inspectorate. The Inspectorate is the internal supervisor of local governments. Its function is to conduct audits, review, evaluation, monitoring, and other supervisory activities on the implementation of local government. According to Government Regulation Number 60 of 2008 concerning the government internal control system, the Inspectorate is tasked with supervising the effectiveness of internal control system and compliance with laws and regulations. B. Financial Audit Agency. BPK is an independent institution tasked with examining the management and responsibility of state finance, including the regions. Based on Article 23E of the 1945 Constitution and Law Number 15 of 2006 concerning BPK. This institution is authorized to conduct audits on regional financial management and provide opinions on local government financial statements. C. Regional People Representative Council. The verdict play a role in the function of political supervision over the performance of regional heads and regional apparatus, including in the implementation of the FBD. The supervisory function of the DPRD is regulated in Law Number 23 of 2015 concerning regional governments, which states that the supervises the implementation of regional regulation and the BD. And the last, corruption eradication communication. Although its main focus is on the eradication of corruption. The KPK always surveys and prevent potential misuse of regional finance through with various supervision and coordination programs. That's all for me. I'll turn to the moderator.
Thanks to Alia Yusi, the next material that will be explained by Anissa Delia. To Anissa Delia, time is yours.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, I will explain about the material. Types of supervision. Supervision of public finance in the regions is carried out in several forms. 1. Preventive supervision. This supervision is carried out before financial activities or transactions occur. The purpose is to prevent deviation from the applicable provisions. Example 1. Evaluation of the work plan and budget by the regional inspectorate. 2. Approval of the procurement plan for goods and services. 3. Review of planning and budget documents by BPKP or inspectorate. 2. Detective surveillance. This supervision is carried out to detect or find errors or irregularities that have occurred in financial management. Example 1. Audit by the Financial Audit Agency on the financial statements of local governments. 2. Periodic inspection by the inspectorate or government internal supervision apparatus. 3. Investigation into allegation of corruption or budget abuse. 3. Detective surveillance. This supervision is carried out after the activity is complete and is in the nature of providing sanction or correction for irregularities or violation found. Example 1. Imposition of administrative sanction against official who abuse authority. 2. Claim for compensation for state regional laws. 3. Criminal legal process for perpetrators of corruption. Next material about the text of the supervision process. A. Supervision planning. The initial stage is to develop a systematic and direct supervision work plan. The goal is the supervision can run effectively and according to priorities. Activities carried out. 1. Identify high-risk areas. 2. Determination of the object, time, and method of supervision. 3. Preparation of annual supervision programs and schedule. B. supervision implementation. The step where supervision is actually carried out and the object or activity that has been planned. Activities carried out. 1. Examination of financial documents and physical activities. 2. Interviews with related parties. 3. Field observation. 4. Analysis of compliance with rules and procedure. C. Reporting of supervision result. After the supervision is carried out, the result must be officially documented in the form of a supervision report. Activities carried out. 1. Preparation of findings report, conclusion, and recommendation. 2. Submission of reports to relevant leaders or mereka simpan kalau apa tuh. Activities carried out. 1. Preparation of findings report, conclusion, and recommendation. 2. Submission of reports to relevant leaders of agencies, such as regional heads or DPRD. 3. The report can be in the form of an audit result report if carried out by the BPK. The follow-up of supervision result. An important step is to ensure that recommendation or findings are acted upon by the supervised party. Activities carried out. 1. Enforcement of administrative or legal sanction. 2. Improvement of the financial management system. 3. Reimbursement of regional loss if there are fines of irregularities. Evaluation and monitoring. The final step is to assess the effectiveness of supervision and see if follow-up is actually being carried out. Activities carried out. 1. Monitoring of the follow-up of recommendation. Assessment of whether supervision has an impact on improving financial governance. 3. Preparation of evaluation report and recommendation for future improvement of the supervision system. Next material about challenge in some of regional financial supervision include weak internal control system, lack of supervisory resource, both in terms of the competence, lack of transparency and public participation, and potential conflicts of interest between the executive and the legislature. That's all the material from me. I return it to the moderator.
Thanks to Anissa. Then the last material will be explained by Alia Sepria. To Alia Sepria, time is yours.
Thank you to the moderator. The material regarding challenger in regional financial supervision. Effort to increase the effectiveness of supervision. 1. Strengthening the role of the inspectorate through APAP reform. 2. The development of a risk-based government internal control system, SPIP. 3. Application of information technology in supervision, e-audit, e-budgeting. And the last, encourage public participation through public reporting and budget transparency. Okay, I will explain the next material, namely efforts to. And the last one is a case study. A shortage of work volume and or goods of 249.52 billion rupiah. Non-conformity in work specification of 134.680 billion rupiah. Non-compliance with provision of 103.20 billion rupiah and waste or expensive prices of 86.44. These findings show weakness in the internal control system and internal supervision by the government internal supervision apparatus (APAP), as well as the need to increase capacity and integrity in regional financial management. The next case study is irregularities in the Bekasi City budget for the 2008 fiscal year. The BPK audit report on the regional finances of Bekasi City reflect irregulation 83 billion rupiah, consisting of a shortfall in revenue of more than 1029 billion rupiah and administration 53.9 million billion rupiah. This case reflects the importance of effective supervision by the DPRD and the regional inspectorate to prevent and detect irregularities in the management of the APBD. Government supervision of regionally owned financial institution in Purwakarta. Research by M. Taufik Farid and Jalaluddin show that government supervision of regional owned financial institution in Purwakarta, such as BPR Rahaja Wanayasa and MFIS Bami Asih, is very important to prevent abuse and ensure compliance with Syahira economic principle. Weak supervision of regionally owned enterprises (BUMDes) can cause financial losses and reduce public trust. Therefore, strict and continuous supervision is needed. And that's all my explanation of the material. I will turn into the moderator. Thank you. Sorry. For the case of Koni grants in Sleman and Bantul, research by Gajah Mada Universities analyzes the calculation of state financial losses by BKP, representative of the special region of Yogyakarta in the case of local government grants to Koni in Sleman and Bantul region. This study highlights the importance of proper methods in calculating state financial losses to ensure accountability and transparency. This case emphasizes the need for effective oversight of the distribution of grant funds and the importance of accurate methods in calculating state financial losses. And the last, the influence of regional financial supervision on the effectiveness of budget management in Belu Regency. Research published in the JUMEC journal show that regional financial supervision has a significant effect on the effectiveness of budget management in Belu Regency. Good supervision can increase the efficiency and effectiveness of the use of the regional budget. The result of this study show that effective supervision can improve the performance of regional financial management. So, it is important to strengthen the supervisory function at the regional level. That's all my explanation of the material. I will return into the moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Alia Sepria. From the material we discussed, it can be concluded that public financial supervision at the local government level is an important process in ensuring the management of budgets are carried out in a transparent, accountable, and efficient manner according to the principles of good governance. Various institutions such as the Regional Inspectorate, BPK, DPRD, and KPK play a role in carrying out the supervisory function, but in a preventive, detective, and repressive. The analysis cases studies show that the weakness supervision can lead to budget deficiencies and state losses, but also shows that effective supervision can improve efficiency, budget management. Therefore, the increase in the effectiveness of supervision through institutional reform. The use of technology and public participation are key in strengthening financial management accountability area. This is the result of our group discussion. Thank you so much. We ended it with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.